Hey guys, it's Nyx. Today I'm going to be doing my January wrap-up. I read 10 books in the month of January. Nothing was under 4 stars. So that's fantastic. I would say I definitely had a great rating month. So there's that. So I'm just going to kick it off. So first book I'm going to talk about is Kingdom of Ash. I rated this one 5 stars, obviously. This is the ending of the Throne of Glass series. I can't remember everything, but I can remember everything at the same time. It makes no sense, but I cannot tell you anything unless you've read the series, because obviously spoilers, but it was such a great ending. There were so many times where I wanted to cry. There were so many times that I pretty much did cry. And the whole blinking thing. But anyway, we'll move on from that. The next book that I read in the month of January was The Bond That Burns. This is the second book from Briar Boland's On Wings of Blood. I think it's called The Bloodwing Academy. I rated this one 4 stars for both books, and I feel like this is probably because I haven't read the series beforehand, which I think I've heard gives more input on these books, and you're less confused. Kind of like how, what is it, like The Kiss of Deception is before Dance of Thieves, that kind of thing, if you have any idea what I'm talking about there. But anyway, I feel like in both the books there's something missing. I don't know what it is, but it's just something. So it's not 5 stars, but it's 4. But it was great. I loved it. However, now I have to wait until the next book comes out, which I'm sure that's how everybody has felt. So at least I believe it's March, but I have no idea. So do not quote me on that. I feel like those are my famous last words. Don't quote me on that. After that, I read Nocticadia, and as per every Carrie Lake book I've ever read in my life, it was very creepy. Because black worms coming out of your body, especially if you're somebody who's very weird about body stuff, that freaked me out. I rated that one 4 stars. There was at one point, spoiler warning, so if you want to skip, please skip forward, where I was afraid that she was going to be with her brother, but thankfully we were not related. Because I would have been so pissed. But I was like, oh no. After that, I had finally finished A Tongue So Sweet and Deadly. I rated that one 5 stars. I'm still about how that book ended. I am currently reading the next book. It's taking me forever because I have so much on my plate lately. But we will get there. But I had a great time. Then I read What Sleeps Within the Cove by Harper L. Woods. I loved it. However, the ending. And now I have to wait again. So I've been waiting so long to finish this, like, that book, just so that way I would be closer to when the next book comes out. When does the next book come out? I don't fucking know. So that's okay. I'm sure everybody feels that way. Then I read The Games Gods Play. You know, when you read a book and you remember it, but it feels like a fever dream? I read it. I had a good time, but I couldn't tell you anything about it at the moment. I just know it has Hades in it. And it was Trials. I did rate it 4 stars. Same with What Sleeps in the Cove. I don't know if I said that. After that, I read To Bleed a Crystal Bloom. That one, just like when I read When the Moon Hatched by Sarah A. Parker, was confused the whole freaking time. I don't know why. I think it's because she likes to put it so that way you're in the FMC or main character's point of view, and they are also confused. They don't know shit, so you don't know shit. So you're learning with the female main character. This is a great time. I can't wait to read the next one, but I want to have the pretty book in front of me when I read it, so that's why I have not started it yet, because it is on Hoopla. So I was gonna do that. And then, before I get too far ahead of myself, To Bleed a Crystal Bloom was 4 stars for me. Probably because of the confusion. And the, like, weird back and forth with whoever the fuck the man was. Yeah. Then I read Direbound, and by read, I mean, like, forcibly made myself finish it, because it was taking me forever. I don't know why. Because I fucking loved it. 5 stars. Made me feel all of the emotions. I obviously put it on social media, so if you haven't seen any of those, great time. But also, like, what the fuck? Now we have to all wait till May, and I feel bad for the people who finished it when it came out. So, I'm kind of glad I finished it later, even though I started it in, like, November. Then I was on NetGalley having a grand old time signing up for ARCs and shit, and saw this really cute little, put it right here, I don't really know what to call it. It's like a comic, but not. But it was very cute. It's called Milk and Mocha Our Little Moments, and it was so fucking cute. And I gave it 5 stars because that was really, like, little relatable things with 2 little bears. Oh my god. And then at the end of the month, I finished Riftborn. I rated that 4 stars. I am still processing how that ended. And now, because I decided to not buy the audiobook when it was indie still, have to wait until whenever the fuck that comes out to listen to it. So I just keep unintentionally screwing myself over there. But yeah. Give that one 4 stars. It's a grand old time. I finished all of my TBR for the month of January, and I'm very proud of myself for that. I didn't think that making myself a TBR list would do very well. Also, I'm doing really well with my 26 for 2026, which, like, is crazy because we, again, are already, and by already, I mean only in the month of February, so, like, okay, I'm gonna go edit this now. Hope you have a great day. Bye.